watching Force 13's live streaming service.
Veronica continues to intensify and is now a severe Category 4 tropical cyclone as it tracks towards the Pilbara coast. Severe impact along the Pilbara coast is likely over the weekend, and the watch zone is Pardue to Mardi, including Port Hedland, Karratha. And details of the cyclone: sustained winds near the centre of 185 kilometres per hour, with wind gusts to 260 kilometres an hour, located within the 30 kilometres at 16.4 degrees south, 117.7 degrees east, estimated to be 445 kilometres north-northwest of Port Hedland, and 490 kilometres north of Karratha, moving south at 9 kilometres per hour. Severe tropical cyclone Veronica rapidly developed into a Category 4 system well north of the Pilbara coast and is expected to track south to southwest today, intensifying to Category 5. Whilst it is possible the cyclone may weaken before reaching the Pilbara coast, a severe impact is possible. And we're running with 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometres an hour, sustained winds, Category 4 on the Saffir-Simpson-Hurricane scale, and as mentioned, Category 5 on the late AU scale. SATI estimates, pressure estimates into the 930s or even the 920s. And that information is from Nathan, who is unable to do the updates at this point in time. Now we have a look at the NOAA floaters on Veronica. Joint Typhoon Warning Centre has it located 15.9 degrees south, 117.6 degrees east. Winds 110 knots, gusting 135. And they have it located 270 nautical miles north-northwest of Port Hedland, tracking southwest at 4 knots over the last 6 hours. Animated and enhanced infrared satellite imagery shows the system rapidly consolidating with tight convective banding, wrapping into a 20 nautical mile wide eye feature. The initial position is based with high confidence on the eye feature in the infrared loop and is supported by a 37 gigahertz SSMI microwave image, also showing the eye. The initial intensity of 110 knots is based on the PGTW KNES 4AC estimates of T6, 115 knots, and a APRF 4AC estimate of T.5, 102 knots. The intensity estimate is significantly higher than the previous analysis due to the rapid intensification of the system and is located in an excellent environment for additional intensification with low 5 to 10 knot vertical wind shear, good dual channel outflow, sea surface temperature at 28 to 30, 29 to 30 Celsius. The cyclone is tracking along the northwest periphery of a subtropical ridge located to the southeast and will continue to track to the southwest through the next 36 hours, after which it will turn southward as the steering subtropical ridge transits Eastward. The system is forecast to make landfall approximately 70 nautical miles west of the port headland after 96 hours. The favourable conditions will persist, allowing for continued rapid intensification up to 140 knots by the 36-hour mark. Afterwards, increasing vertical wind shear by land interaction will weaken the system to around 60 knots by the 120-hour mark. Numerical models are in good agreement through the next 48 hours. After that, model solution spreads significantly. All models are now showing a westward turn after 96 hours, with variations in the timing and sharpness of the turn. Principal outlier is Narrogin, which tracks the system to the southeast through the 120-hour mark. In light of the spread of the variations in model forecasts, there's strong confidence in the forecast through the 48 hours. There's no confidence after that through 72 and 120-hour marks. And wave height is 41 feet. And on the screen is a look at the GFS precipitation model. This information is available on the Pivotal Weather website. The scales at the bottom of the screen, and what does one say about the area in yellow through to dark brown? And you can clearly see Veronica and Tropical Cyclone Trevor, and as you go to recurve back to the southeast, the Bureau of Meteorology's 12-hourly rainfall. The rainfall scale is on the right hand side of the screen, and it's blue up to the purple. This is updated every 12 hours by the Bureau, and total forecast of rain. And I'll be keeping a close eye on the rainfall factor. I'm looking at anywhere up to 150 millimetres in across the next 8 days. Now we have a look at some tracks on Veronica. Caution needs to be applied when viewing non-official weather sources, as the information does change. Late cycle intensity guidance. And here's the latest on Tropical Cyclone Trevor, which is expected to intensify over the eastern Gulf of Carpentaria through today. The warning zone is Popperwell to Mapoon, and the warning zone is Nunaboy to Koombra, including Groot Island, Borroloola, Mornington Island, and extending inland to Cape Crawford and Kariama to Popperwell. Cancelled zone is Mapoon to Cape York. Intensity category 1. Sustained winds in a centre of 65 kilometres per hour with wind gusts to 95 kilometres an hour. Located within 30 kilometres at 12.9 degrees south. 141.4 degrees east, estimated to be 60 kilometres west southwest of Reaper, and 55 kilometres east northeast of Alangula. And Trevor remains slow moving. Tropical Cyclone Trevor is located over the eastern Gulf and is expected to rapidly intensify to a category 2 cyclone later today. I'm joined by Lee Barrett, one of our members up there in Scotland. Lee and I have regular conversations via Discord or Skype. And Lee, what are your thoughts on Tropical Cyclone Veronica? You said to me a couple of hours ago that you weren't up on the latest, so what are your thoughts?
My thoughts, it's certainly intensified rapidly over the past day or two, and to tell you the truth, I'm not actually surprised about that. It's because I mentioned this, David.
Yeah, go on.
It's because of the energy that came in from the sun a few days ago. And when the sun's energy hits the earth, it makes storms stronger. It intensifies all storms. So Veronica is actually an example of that. And I think it will continue to be very strong indeed. Cat 4, even Cat 5 possible with Veronica as we go through the rest of this weekend into the weekend, and possible landfall is possible by Sunday, I believe.
Yes.
I think the project may go live for that. What's your thoughts there, David?
Well, Jason, who operates with me the AU channel, he did indicate a possibility, but nothing's confirmed at this point in time. And Lee, what are your thoughts on Trevor?
No, Trevor's also done exactly the same, I would say. I'd say Trevor's also picked up on some of the energy that I mentioned. And I think that Trevor as well is also going to be a very strong storm. In fact, he already is. Even though it's only Cat 1, officially, I think it has reached Cat 3 now. And I think that will be confirmed later on this afternoon. Is that right, David? Later on this afternoon. And I think we'll be able to Cat 4 from this one. Maybe the outside chance for Cat 5, but Cat 4 in the Gulf. So, and I do expect a southerly movement into Australia, and possibly coming down towards David's HQ with a rain event sometime next week.
Yes,
so your thoughts, David?
Some of the modelling is indicating a possible weak curve back to the east or even southeast. It'll track down to the west of Mount Isa and recurve to the south. However, the Bureau of Meteorology's Northern Territory office, they have in place a strong wind warning for the Gove Peninsula and Roper Groote Coast. And for tomorrow, Friday, they upgrade the strong wind warning to hurricane force wind warning for the Roper Groote coast, and a gale warning for the Gove Peninsula coast, but Friday they'll cancel it for the Arafura coast. So that's one from the Northern Territory. And I was saying to Lee viewers that there is quite a bit of material, and it's extremely difficult to put all of it into a 10-minute segment. And the main channel I've been producing the updates on behalf of Nathan, he's got me to do put Trevor and Veronica in. Now the Bureau of Meteorology also in the Northern Territory has issued a initial flood watch for the Carpentaria coastal rivers and the Barkly. Rainfall is expected to increase in the eastern Carpentaria coast rivers from Saturday as Tropical Cyclone Trevor crosses the coast in the southwestern Gulf of Carpentaria and tracks inland. Catchments are very dry through the floodwatch area from below average rainfall for the wet season to date. Daily rainfall totals of 150 to 250 millimetres expected throughout the eastern Carpentaria coastal rivers from Saturday, with isolated falls to 300 millimetres along the coast. On Sunday, rainfall totals of 50 to 100 millimetres expected in the eastern Carpentaria coastal rivers as the system moves inland, with totals of 100 to 200 millimetres expected in the Barkly around the tropical low. Significant stream rises, localised flooding expected throughout the Carpentaria coastal rivers from Saturday. Storm surge associated with the tropical cyclone may also add to the risk of flooding in lower tidal areas, and at this point in time I would be giving serious consideration to cancelling any planned road trips. Road conditions likely to worsen at many parts of the Carpentaria coastal rivers may become inaccessible from Saturday as the rainfall extends inland into the Barkly from Sunday road. Conditions may be affected in many parts, and some communities may become isolated. Just in brief, and nearly time for you to call it a night. Actually, it's early morning.
Oh, it's very early morning in Scotland. Still dark. About 24 nearly.
Now, you mentioned about the sun. Would I be right to say a solar flare?
Yes, but it was a weak solar flare, but it was enough to intensify a couple of systems on the planet.
And they do play havoc with our weather, can I put it that way, or?
Yes, that's what they do, David. That's exactly what they do. As soon as they hit the earth, they rapidly intensify all systems that are active across the board. So, yes, you're right.
Okay, Lee, thanks for that, and I'll just get you to mute yourself for a minute. Currently on the screen, we're looking at the latest floaters on a tropical cyclone Trevor, and he is starting to get his act together, and we will be keeping an eye on the system. Sea surface temperatures 32 degrees Celsius, and we know that tropical systems, when they're in the Gulf of Carpentaria, history shows that they do intensify. But Trevor, and it could even be a Cat 5 on landfall. So let's see what the Bureau has to say in their next update. Look at the latest 24-hour